appreciate that. See, I appreciate that in a person.
Good.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. It's Friday night.
Yes, it is. Wow, it is. You're right. Friday night. Let's go to the clubs that are in our own apartments.
Yeah. What are you planning on this evening, Oscar? Are you going to do something crazy?
I've got half a bottle of wine to finish, Jane, so it's going to be a pretty wild
Oh
Friday
my
night.
God! I'm so
And
excited.
we're starting off that crazy Friday night with a focus on buying a phone. So it's only up and up.
Oh my God! You know, I was thinking now. I'm gonna have to replace my phone pretty soon.
Oh, really?
And yeah, but I am not under any circumstance going to spend 800 euro on. I won't do it. So I
What
think
phone
I'm
do you
going to
have
be
now?
changing brand.
You
I
have
have
an
an
iPhone.
iPhone, but
Yeah.
I just think that there's a lot of crazy going on. I just don't want to be spending that kind of money on a phone. I think it's crazy. No, I'm not
Yeah.
going to spend 800 euro on a phone. I will go and I will get a different type of phone, and that will be fine for me. You see my dog?
That's so cute. On top of the
She's
sofa.
driving me crazy because she sees that I have a peanut. Yeah, here you
Yeah.
go. Here's a peanut. Okay.
It's like an elephant at the
You want
zoo.
it? You want it? I swear to God.
Sweet.
So, um, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Oscar? Oh
Yeah,
no,
sure.
Mm.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Oscar, and I am from the Via Baracca School in Florence. I am originally from South England, a town called Hastings, which is near to Brighton. It's a lovely little town, and it's famous in history for the Battle of Hastings. In
Yes.
1066, the French attacked England with the Normans, and they won, and they conquered England, and they changed history. But we lost to the French, so we don't talk about it.
You know, I just think that that's such a great way to introduce yourself from a place that actually has some historical meaning. I cannot say the same.
What about the cultural meaning? If you've got some cultural exports? Hello, Giacomo. Thank you for
I don't
joining
know. You know,
us. And Christina, hello,
oh,
guys.
Christina from Rome. Hello.
We hope that you are all well.
How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing okay?
Yeah.
Well, see, Oscar's from a very it's kind of a cool place to be from, you know? I mean, something kind of interesting. I'm from the state of New York. I'm American, and I mean, yeah, there's some. It's just not as interesting, you know, historically speaking. No, I'm from
Okay.
suburban America, you know, so I find it less intriguing. Mm.
Yeah, fair
Um,
enough.
well, anyways, we're from Florence. We live in Florence, both Oscar and myself, and that's it.
Yeah. And
And I was just
today
saying
was,
that I
yeah.
need to buy a phone.
Oh, well, we've got the perfect focus for you and the perfect focus for anyone wishing to start their Friday night with a bang. Yes, Focus
Yeah.
810, buying a phone. Should we get started?
We shall. Here we go. Why don't you go ahead and read the objectives right now? Okay, can you see those?
I'm sure it'll there it is. Okay, buying a phone. In this focus activity, vocabulary for buying a phone and choosing a phone plan, making polite requests, asking questions about phone service. Yeah, this is one of the things, like for me, like having an Italian phone service is quite annoying because I don't really understand a lot of the time what I'm doing. So it's good to learn this stuff if you ever have to use it.
let's be honest, Oscar, at least for me, the American phone plans are so expensive. Italy has all this competition, and you can get a really cheap phone plan that's fantastic. I mean, do you want to know what a phone plan, just a typical phone plan in the United States, nothing special, is almost $50 a month.
Blimey, that's a lot. Yeah, like
It's a lot of
$600 a
money.
year.
That's basic, and that's not including the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the data here is much cheaper than Britain. You get better deals for sure.
I mean, for you know, I think I pay 14 euro a month, and I get almost. I've never run out of anything. It's cheap.
Yeah. Good. Lovely, Christina. Would you like to read her comments?
Christina, you're making me feel good about New York. She wrote, New York is amazing. I felt like in a movie when I was there. So I felt like I was in a movie. I felt like I was, and oh, there, you wrote it already.
Yeah, I knew you would. We're a team. And Christina, remember the superlative, because it's the one, it's the best, the tallest, the biggest, the cheapest. Remember with the superlative, okay? But very good. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's go. Oh, true and false facts.
Yeah, and I have got the answers, Jane.
You want to start with the first one? You found them.
All right. I dug them up. True or false? Mobile phone throwing is an official sport in Finland. Christina, Giacomo, what do you think? Mobile phone throwing is an official sport.
Ooh, I know this one. I know this one.
Yeah, what do you think, Jane?
I think it's definitely true. I've seen something on YouTube.
Definitely true. Okay.
Is there any way to, we can't pull up anything. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It definitely is. It's every year people get together and they see how far they can throw their phones. I'm serious. It's hysterical. Yeah. Very funny, very entertaining.
Yeah, so that's true. It's been a sport since 2000, and it was started to increase awareness of recycling your phone. Yeah. Nice. All right, number two. Can you read this, Jane?
Well, let me pull it up over here because I can't see very well. What is a What is nomophobia? What is nomophobia?
Nomophobia. What do you think, guys?
Oh, I said phobia. Nomophobia. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Oscar, for correcting that.
Don't worry. That's why we're here.
Wow.
Nomophobia. Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. I do know what it is because there's a 3-letter that people use to say this.
You've got good general trivia, Jane. I'm taking you to the next pub quiz. You know these things.
Okay, so my children told me about this, and it's the fear. Well, I can't see. I want to see if somebody else knows what it is. If you're young, you definitely know what it is.
Right. Okay. Well, they're also
you don't know, on a time. Oscar?
I didn't know. I did not know. But I did look up the answer. But we've given them about 2 or 3 minutes, so I think we can go for it, Jane. Okay, what is nomophobia?
I think it's the fear of being left behind, the fear of not being part of something, right?
Maybe, but according to the
notes,
no,
I was wrong.
not having your phone.
I was wrong. Yeah.
Hello, Anna.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Anna. No, there's another thing that young people have with social media, and it's the fear of
being left out.
being like left behind. Yeah, being left out, and it's there's got another name, but kind of similar.
Okay. Okay. Number three. Number three. What do you think is the most common use for a mobile phone? Okay, interesting. So, Anna, Giacomo, and Christina, what is the most common use for a mobile phone? What do you think? I think it might be something like playing games.
Maybe texting?
Texting, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Elena. Thank you for joining us. Elena, what is the most common use for a mobile phone? Christina, to post a picture, like on social media.
Just
to
one?
Post a picture.
Christina, is it a picture, or the plural would be pictures? Huh?
Yeah, to post pictures on social media. Probably the main use for a mobile phone is texting. Okay. Okay.
I think maybe Giacomo. I'm not sure. This one I don't know. What do you think, Oscar? You said maybe.
Well, I looked up the answer, so I know now. When you open your phone, Jane, what's the first thing you see?
The texts that you've received?
Maybe, yeah. Or information on your phone. For example, sometimes people don't have these because they already have a phone.
The time. Seriously? No.
Apparently. The most common use is to check the time.
Apparently, you're right.
Yeah, I guess.
Check the
time.
I bet. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Oh, Anna. Anna steals it, or seeing the time. Very good, Anna. Nice. Okay, number 4. Which countries do you think have the most activated cell phones? Which countries? I think you can probably guess these based on population. We could say top 5 countries with cell phones.
I'd say China and the United States.
Yeah, probably a solid bet.
China, the United States. Yeah, and maybe. Well, I don't know. You'd have to look it up.
Well, you're on the right track. So places with lots of people. China.
India.
Yeah. USA. Oh, Christina said Korea. Yeah, so we do that with the key. Oh, the K. South Korea. Very good. And good. Remember, you have to capitalize these guys. You have to use capital letters.
They're names of countries. You have to use capital letters for countries. Absolutely.
Very good. Okay, so we've got China, India, the USA, and then Brazil and Russia. Brazil.
All right, well, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got 270 or 300 million people in Brazil, I think.
Yeah.
Huge country.
Yeah, and India. Well done,
I think
Elena.
maybe India. Good. Yeah. Nice, Elena.
All right. Number 5. In Japan, 90% of mobile phones are waterproof because young people use them even in the shower. What do you think, Jane?
Well, the Japanese spend a lot of time in the bath.
Okay.
That's the only reason. There's a big bath culture in Japan. You know what? No, I'm gonna say it's false. It just can't be true. That would be so upsetting.
I'll give the guys a few more
Did you look
seconds.
this one up too?
Oh yeah,
What did you think? What did you? You did. You're crazy.
I'm
Did
not
you
one of
find
these.
the answer?
I like having the answer. Yeah, I like having the answer.
So
So
you actually
when I
found the answer.
yeah, I thought that this would be false, like you, because it sounds insane. But apparently, yeah, Elena's got it.
Yeah,
It's true.
insane.
Which is nuts. I mean, the shower, you want to at least relax in a shower, you know, not have to worry about texting. But
Yeah, but don't you think that there's a lot of people who have a lot of issues with phones? I mean, I see even my kids, and I'm just like, boy, you guys didn't need to put that phone down.
absolutely.
You know, it's almost an illness.
No,
And
100%.
I think
Absolutely.
it's kind of like, I don't know. I think there's almost an illness now connected with it.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
really do.
I think if I was, you know, a parent, I wouldn't want my child spending too much time on the phone. And I certainly wouldn't want them also on their phone in the shower. Like, have some break, you know?
Yeah, I just no.
And how long are they spending in the
Yeah,
shower anyway? Like, I don't know. Yeah, very
it's
interesting.
very strange.
Very
Yeah.
strange. Yeah. Oh, Anna, maybe they use them to work even in the shower. Oh no.
Well, listen, Oscar, does your phone tell you? Because I get on my phone, it tells me exactly what my usage is.
It's a good idea, Jane. I think that's an iPhone thing, but I think I have to look up in the settings.
Yeah. Okay. So I have about in this period, because we're in quarantine. Of course, my usage has gone up, but I'm not showing more than 2.5 hours a day, which I think it's okay.
Screen time. Here we go. Today, nearly 2 hours. Oh, I did watch a bit of YouTube on my phone today. Yeah, it was about 40 minutes of YouTube today. So
That's not crazy. And think you're in a moment where you really are going to be using more your phone because we're in quarantine. So,
yeah,
you know, realistically, I don't think that those numbers are. You could even say 3 hours. I don't think that's crazy. It's when you get up to like 6 hours a day, you've got a problem.
Yeah. Christina, Japanese work a lot in a day, so they probably need to be in touch every moment. Fantastic sentence. Really good. Just remember, we always capitalize the nationality, and we'd have to say Japanese people. Japanese people work a lot in a day, so they probably need to be in touch every moment. Fantastic, Christina. Really good. Anna, maybe they use
Japanese, no?
The Japanese, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry,
you could say the Japanese.
Absolutely. Japanese, yeah. Elena, last time I was in Japan and people use cell phones a lot. Again,
nice.
you probably have to specify the people. And the people and Japanese people, I think. But it's not a big deal. Very good, guys. Well done. Okay, should we move on to the next part, Jane?
Sure, let's do it. Okay, let me just pull that slide up. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, so here we have phone features.
Where I So the last time you bought a phone, guys, Anna, Elena, Christina, Giacomo, the last time you bought a phone was when? Where did you buy the phone
Sure.
and why? What are your reasons?
In my next to my bed. On the thing, take out the card.
What features are most important to you in purchasing a new phone? What features are most important to you when purchasing a new phone? That's okay. So Jane,
The question. I'm with you. Talk to me.
okay.
When was the last time I bought a phone? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
It's a long time because my phone was my partner's phone and he gave it to me, and so it's been a really long time since I bought a phone. I'm going to ask you because maybe you have a better response. When was the last time you bought a mobile phone?
So I bought my phone 4 months ago from Amazon.
You did?
Yeah. I did the typical thing of, shopping around. I went into Media World, and then I saw a phone that looked good, and it was cheaper on Amazon. I know it's not good
It's all right.
to do that.
I get it.
I
know, but I understand
Anna,
that.
I bought a phone 2 years ago because my previous phone has stopped to work. Ooh, are we going to use a present perfect? Has stopped, Anna? Can you use a different tense and reword that sentence, Anna? Good.
You have
Elena, I bought. I bought my latest mobile phone last year, singular. Last year, Elena. Good. Would you like to have a look at this one? Yeah. Do you want to have a look at Christina's comment, Jane?
Sure, absolutely. Last time. Okay, so let me see if it pulls up here. Okay, the last time I bought a phone was 3 years ago because the battery didn't recharge anymore. Okay, so the beginning part of the sentence we've got to fill in. We can't just put last time 3 years ago. Let's make it a full proper sentence, huh? But yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anna says had stopped. So if you can use that, yeah. Had stopped to work. Had stopped to work. I have to use the gerund. Had stopped working.
Working.
Yeah, but very good, Anna. Nice. Okay. What features?
How about, can we just say, don't you think, Oscar, we could just say, I bought a phone 2 years ago because my phone stopped working. I mean, because you've got 2 years ago, had stopped is really the past perfect. I don't know. I think it's really a simple past for that sentence is better.
Well, she's got one action in the past, buying the phone, and then she's put another action. I think both tenses are fine, past simple or
perfect. No, you're right. You could use both. You could use both. So you're right. You've got two past actions, one before the other. Okay.
Christina, when I buy a new phone, I look at memory size first. Yeah, good.
I know hey, Christina, this is the problem I'm having now. My phone keeps telling me that I'm all out of storage, and so I've got to dump something continually. So I'm having this problem right now with my phone. I don't have enough memory. I don't have enough storage. Okay, the last time I bought a phone was more or less 1.5 years ago. Okay, because it's more than one. I bought it in a big store and I had to buy it because my previous phone was really old. Okay, well done. I think that there's two sentences there though, and I don't think you need the comma. So you could just put a full stop or a period after a go, and then start a new sentence. Okay? What do you think, Oscar?
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I bought it in a big store and I had to buy it because my previous phone was really old. Yeah, I could just put a full stop, I think.
Yeah, I think that's better. I don't think we need a comma there.
Yeah. So let's go with the
Okay.
next question. What features are important to you when purchasing a new phone? So, Christina, last time 3 years ago because my battery did not recharge. When I buy a new phone, I look at memory size. So memory for Christina is really important. Yeah. I bought this phone because it has the biggest battery you can buy. And my old phone
Oh my God.
lasted about an hour and then it died. It was so annoying.
So, can I ask you? I mean, what kind of phone did you buy? Because I have to know.
It's called a oh, blimey, what is it? It's a Motorola. They're still going.
Really?
Yeah. Where is it about?
Do you
System.
like it?
A Moto
It's a
G7 Power.
Motorola.
That's my phone, if
Really?
anyone's curious. It
Do you
has.
love it? Do you like it?
I like it because it's got a massive battery. Like it can go for like 3 days without charging. But the camera is terrible. Like
Okay.
amazing. I'll do a little phone review. Amazing battery, but terrible. I was going to say shocking battery, but that's just a bad pun. But terrible battery. Sorry, but terrible camera. Oscar. Amazing battery, but terrible camera. Yeah.
Listen, Christina, I have an Apple. I have a iPhone. Excuse me. And I was saying to Oscar at the beginning, I refuse to spend 800 euro on a phone. So if I can find maybe a refurbished iPhone for not too much money, maybe. Otherwise, I can look at it. My children just bought Samsungs and they're very happy and they didn't pay a fortune. So we'll see. I mean, I just don't want to spend a lot of money. I can spend my money on something else. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about Apple. I prefer Samsung. I think the Apple brand is priced for the brand and not the actual features, but I could be wrong.
Listen, I mean, I think it's a brand, and I think you're paying a lot for that brand. I think I'm kind of curious to see what kind of phone I'm going to buy because I think I'll probably buy one in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, go ahead, Oscar. I'm sorry.
The main feature I look at in purchasing a phone is a good ratio between price and quality of the phone in terms of the camera and operating system. Yeah, very good.
Oh, Giacomo. So, Giacomo, what advice do you have? Tell us, Giacomo, do you have some advice?
Yeah, Giacomo, what phone do you have,
curious.
if you don't mind sharing? If you want to tell us what phone you have, I'd be curious to see what most people have. We could do a little survey here. Yeah. So which iPhone do you have, Jane? Is it an 8, a 9, a 7, a 10?
Oh, please. I've got the 6 Plus. Are you kidding me?
Okay, 6
Freaking
Plus.
old. Yeah. And I mean, I love it. I just, it's fine. It works. It's what I need. But like, I just don't want to spend. So my daughter calls me from the United States and she's like, oh, I just got on a phone plan and I bought myself the iPhone 11. I was like, are you insane? Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind?
Yeah, I think it's this obsession with the brand and having to have the latest iPhone. Like it's a lot of money if you do that update every time. But some people have contracts which do it and
June,
stuff.
yeah, but she's paying like $100 a month. Are you
Yeah,
crazy?
sounds like a lot.
No,
Yeah.
no. So what was I going to say? My daughter told me that in the United States, if you don't have an iPhone, it's looked down upon. It's considered,
Yeah.
and I thought that was incredible. That to me, I was like, oh, that is just horrifying. She says, oh, my friend said to me that they don't answer phone calls if it's not from an iPhone. I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I
Oh,
think
I'm
if all
sorry.
your friends have an iPhone, then if you get a different phone calling you, it's fair enough. But if it's because of someone has a Samsung and you just won't pick it up, that's a kind of like snobbery that's just insanely funny.
It's
Hey Jane, look at this. Look what
just, you
happens when I
think,
put this comment up. Do you see on my camera? It like hides me.
I
Hello.
know. Okay, now really we've hit a limit here, Oscar.
Okay, good. Should we go to the next one then?
Giacomo has not told us what kind of phone he has.
Oh, we're waiting on him, aren't we?
Okay. All right, let's go to the next. Okay. So here we are with phone plans. Phone plans. You want to go ahead and read the column on the left?
Yeah, sure. Just quickly then. So Anna, when I purchase a phone, I look at a good camera because I always take photos of my children. Preposition of Anna, but very good.
Yay, Anna. Nice,
Giacomo,
Anna. Oh,
starting
cool.
from the
Giacomo.
suppose that I don't like Apple, I have a phone brand Huawei. It's cheaper than Apple's phones, but the quality is high. It's not a matter of I can't afford an iPhone, but I prefer to prioritize other things. Okay, good. Giacomo,
Wow, love it.
good sentence, but starting from the suppose. You can just start the sentence with I suppose, yeah? I suppose that I don't like Apple, and then go on. But very good, Giacomo. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for replying. Okay,
Thank
if I
you.
read the ones on the left, Jane, you can read the ones on the right.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
All right. Carrier, network, service provider, prepaid plan, pay as you go, yearly contract, top up, rollover, coverage.
Phone plan with no contract. The company that offers phone service. A contract with a service provider, often for 2 or 3 years. Transfer unused minutes or data to the following month. Place where you can get a good signal to add credit to your prepaid phone plan. So let's start off with carrier network service provider. Can you match those?
Mm. Yes, this will be helpful, guys, if you go to live in an English-speaking country and you have to deal with phone plans, which can be quite annoying in another language. Yeah. I'm not really sure how Vodafone even works, Jane. Sometimes it says I have to top up, and I just keep sending €5 until it says I have enough to start having data, until the internet starts working. That's my technological.
I mean, it's our technology. All right, so carrier network service provider. What do you think that is?
Yeah, the company that offers phone service. Yeah, nice one.
Absolutely. I don't have Vodafone. I have Three or Wind today.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Yeah, well done, Anna. The company offers service. Yeah, prepaid plan, pay as you go. What do you think, guys? Oh,
don't you
Jane, your screen has gone a bit blurry, so what I'm going to do is share. I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
So, second, let me just see if I can get it back on. How's that now?
You can switch to yours if you want.
Just pull it up then. No, it's up to you. If you want to pull yours up.
Sorry, Jane, it seems a little blurry. It hasn't quite loaded.
No, go right ahead.
On, guys.
I've got some audio difficulties.
Nice. Okay, yearly contract. I think you guys are going to be able to get that, to be honest. But we'll wait. We'll let them go for it. Yeah, so I like my current phone not having to worry about the charge. Like I don't need to charge it every night, just now and then. That's good. But my other phone was a nice cheap one that I went traveling with. It was pretty good for a cheap phone, but it's just so annoying when it kept running out of battery. I was always stressing during the day.
Yeah.
You know, do I have enough battery? Do I have enough battery? It's not good. So
yeah, I mean, and you have to be in a situation where you're contacting.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yearly contract. What do we have here?
I'm sure that they have it, but I'm going to go ahead. So a contract with a service provider, often for 2 or 3 years. Top up.
Yeah, there. Anna got it.
Top up. Nice. Well done. Yeah. What do you think for top up? Yeah. This is kind of like quite easy to do with my phone, but I would prefer if I was just on a normal monthly contract, because I can't help but feel like I'm paying too much to get the data when I have to pay each time. A bit annoying.
Well, haven't you done some looking around for different providers? A lot of, for example, my son has Iliad and he loves it. It's cheap.
Well, I did try and find the cheapest one, but there were some difficulties with like documentation and startup costs, and Vodafone didn't charge a startup charge. So it's okay. Like it's fine. Yeah. All right, next one, top up. Jane, can you do top up?
Sure, to add credit to your prepaid phone plan.
Good. And I've lost patience on this Friday evening, so I'm doing the rest. Rollover.
Do the rest.
Yeah. Transfer unused minutes or data to the following month. Yeah, this is an annoying thing that Vodafone does not do. It does not roll over your data. So I have like so much data I haven't used, but never mind. Coverage, places where you can get a good signal. Yeah, this is really important when you're choosing the phone provider, is who's got the best coverage.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and where you're living. Some places here in Italy, you can't get coverage from one provider, so you have to make sure that where you're living, you've got the right provider, where you've got good coverage.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Right, any questions about that, guys? You let us know. Choosing a phone, would it be possible? Okay, this is just a role play based on that, but again, I don't think we need to go into it too much. All right, technophobes versus nomophobes. Jane, could you read this?
Sure. If technology keeps up, man will waste away all his limbs but the push button finger. Frank Lloyd Wright. The number one benefit of information technology is that it empowers people to do what they want to do. It lets people be creative. It lets people be productive. It lets people learn things they didn't think they could learn before. And so, in a sense, it is all about potential. And that was written by Steve Ballmer.
Very nice. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of technology. So we are in the most technologically advanced stage this world has ever seen. We each carry a supercomputer that can let us do anything, access pretty much anything. Pretty amazing, considering how fast the technology has changed. But has it changed for good or evil?
I think it's going absolutely 1,000 miles an hour. And even, Oscar, even in this moment of, we're seeing all kinds of changes for technology in this moment where we're quarantined. I mean, we're really moving it into a home, a situation where we're at home and everybody's working from home right now,
Yeah.
How did that
So technology
get
has
put
been
up
really
there
helpful.
again? Did you
Yeah, I just think it's really funny when it covers me up. I'm childish, sue me.
I can't believe you put that up there to get covered.
Yeah, there's so many different arguments you can say, like for good or bad. There's a lot, isn't there?
I don't know. What is the technology? It keeps us connected, right? To each other, socially speaking.
Yes, no? But is it real connection, Jane? Like we can have Facebook and we can be connected to 800 million people, but does that mean we are actually connected in a deep way that satisfies us?
No, I think that you can't ever take away from interpersonal relationships, and that I think is really important. You have to know how to behave face to face with people, and this is what technology is unable to do with young people right now.
Yeah.
I think also,
Sorry, Anna, in this period, technology is helping us a lot. I think I know what you mean, Anna, but can you tell me why in English? Thank you. Giacomo, probably the main disadvantage is represented by the fact that we are addicted to mobile phones. And it's really sad because we lose contact with the human side of people.
Absolutely.
Earlier today, I said I'd seen the best sentence, but this is the best sentence I have seen doing these webinars. Giacomo, that's fantastic. Really good. If you started the sentence with a capital P, it would be perfect, but it's still really good.
And ended it with a period, but it's so well said, and so the structure is so perfect. Yeah, really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at the opportunity to work from home or to keep in touch with our relatives.
Yeah, really good, Anna. Yeah.
I agree.
A lot of people are probably realizing that they could do their job from home when their companies told them it was impossible. So maybe this will change things afterwards. What do you think, Jane?
I think everything is going to be different. I really do. I think it's going to be that a lot of us are put into situations where, even the work that I do at companies, I'm beginning to think that maybe I might be doing a lot of that from home.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm not happy.
No.
Because I think that language learning, it's great online. We can do a lot online, but there is something about that connection in the classroom with the teacher. So, this is where I think, Giacomo, you said that well, there's this human side of even learning online. It's great, but it's not being in the classroom. It's not the same.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
No, 100%, Jane. With high-level students, we can still do this and we can still have a lot of fun. But with low-level students, it is so difficult. So much of human communication is about, well, I don't know, like non-physical or physical gestures that you can't do over a camera. You can't use a board as well. You can't use actions as well. you can't make jokes as well. I will be very happy when the quarantine ends and I can go back to the school and have normal classes with people.
I mean, this is the thing. I love being in contact with people. That's why I do what I do. And technology, it's a great tool, but I really, you know, when I'm in the classroom and I'm working with students, that's where the magic is, right? Oscar, don't you think there's a certain amount of magic in that? Technology can't really reproduce that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Having that fluent or interaction where you're both building something together is incredible, when you're both trying to bridge the gap between languages to communicate.
Yeah,
and it's very difficult online. I've had to fail a lot of low-level students doing lessons online because it's not as easy to teach. It's much harder. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
because you don't want to pass them unless they know the grammar, obviously. But it's just harder to teach the grammar online. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Giacomo, Jane, would you like to read this?
Sure. You want me to pull it up, or are you going to pull it up?
Oh, you go for it.
Okay. Oh, no, here it is. In my opinion, the main advantage is that technology can help giving us a lot of scientific discoveries, really actual topics nowadays. And at the same time, it can help to develop the digital globalization. So in my opinion, the main advantage is that technology can help.
I'd keep that present simple. Yeah. Help give us
a lot of scientific discoveries.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it can help to develop digital globalization.
Good.
Yeah. However, I observe everyday teens that don't know how to relate with their. Oh, Anna's got a really great point, and it's so true, Anna. You want to read that, Oscar?
Sure. However, I totally agree with Giacomo. I observe everyday teens that don't know how to relate with their peers. Great sentence, Anna. Really good. Yeah.
Great. And you know what? I agree with you, Anna. This is the problem with the socialization. They don't get it. They're not able to socialize in a balanced way because they spend all their time in a virtual world. And it's not the same as reality. Right? Oscar, what do you think?
Absolutely. Probably less children spending time outside, spending time in nature. And we're glued to these screens, so much time glued to these screens. It's definitely a major effect. And if you think of like the social effect of maybe dating apps, like that creates huge effects.
Well, in a positive or the negative? Tell me what you think.
I'd say maybe like both, right? It's like a lot of these things, they have their pros and they have their cons.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, okay, so my situation is if I was to try to meet somebody, where would I go now? I don't want to go to a bar. I don't want to go. I'm not going to meet somebody just. It's very difficult. Where does one go to meet someone?
Yeah, absolutely. And social media has some huge advantages. I like being able to easily add and find people on it. It's just so convenient to do.
Definitely.
But I hate the whole comparison with other people. It's just terrible. But wow, we can really get into a whole debate. Let's do it. Let's spend the whole Friday evening, guys. Crack open a bottle of wine. We're going to solve technology. We're going to do it another time, I think. For now, I'd like to say thank you, Giacomo and Anna and
thank you.
Christina.
Really great.
Elena, thank you so much. Well done. We hope you have a
Thank
lovely
you.
Friday evening, and we will see you soon. Keep practicing your English.
Happy
Good job.
Easter.
Happy
Thank
Easter,
you,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.
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 See, now that was just